Here's my weekend league recap from this past weekend. I played 19 games, 12 wins, 7 losses. A lot of those losses came due to terrible gameplay this entire weekend. It didn't matter when I played. If I played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the morning, early morning, at the crack of dawn, late night. It didn't matter. It was just terrible. Terrible weekend altogether. A lot of the games, there's a lot, I did win matches. In the matches I've won, even in those games, I had terrible delay, and it was painful. It was just painful to play. A lot of the games one of my formations that I used the most this weekend was the 5-3-2 because it just gave me more stability at the back. But that being said, I still conceded 42 goals. There's people that rage quit. I'm sure they were probably experienced delay too. A lot of my games, look at my home and away record. I know some people say it doesn't matter, but when you play a lot of home games, for me, it's easier. The game is smoother compared to when you play away games. So it shows in the record, pretty much. Some of the games went into extra time, and those games, honestly, there was a couple of games where I was winning like 3-0, 4-1, and the my opponent would come back and then take me into extra time, and I would end up winning the game in extra time or whatever. But it was just insane. Um, Mbappe was my top goal scorer. And flashback, Neymar was my top playmaker, and Mbappe took home most of the player of the matches. Let's take a look at his individual stats. 19 games, 17 goals, 9 assists. With two hat trick, he had two double hat tricks during the season. During this weekend. So yeah, and let me see. These are my top players. I think Neymar had 11-11. Yeah, he did pretty good as a secondary striker. Mkhitaryan, and one of my favorite players this ultimate team is Perisic. He's my utility player. I mean, looks like he has low stats, but he plays CM for me, and yeah. McKennie surprised me as a secondary CDM on balance. I had shadow on him before, and I don't know, something was missing. I also had anchor, but for some reason engine. Once I changed the chemistry to engine, he just performs a lot better for me. Darmian is great, but he's not. To me, he's not a fullback. He's more of a center back. So playing him at fullback, I don't really love playing him at fullback. So a lot of the games I would sub him out and bring in Dest. Um, Griezmann played. I think he started 7 games. After that, I put him on the bench because I wanted to try something different. And Dest came off the bench a couple of times. He's actually one of my favorite fullback in the game. I'm trying to get him on full cam. I'm trying to get him in the starting lineup on full cam. So hopefully, with that end of an era Aguero comes soon, or maybe if I pack a card that I can link him to. Chiellini what an incredible card. Chiellini is amazing. I do prefer a Varane's animation, defending animation, but yeah, Chiellini is he's endgame to me. His defensive stats are just incredible. Um, Tonali, wow, incredible card. Let's see, Marquinhos. Can't say much about Marquinhos. Marquinhos, just Marquinhos. Donnarumma is just Donnarumma. Surprisingly, Claus. This guy, I don't even know how he's performed above his stats. He's just an amazing card. This guy came off the bench a few times. I love this card. I gotta find a way to incorporate him in my starting lineup. Maybe this icon swap I can go for the Mateos moments card so I can link them together because this card is just team of the season level. He's amazing. Surprisingly, this dude, I have played him in Rivals, and I've created a squad in Rivals on 7 cam. He's incredible. Wow, he's a tank. He's a tank. His physicals, his aggression, Yeah, his good passing. His work rates. Like this guy is just it's underrated beast. Varane came off the bench a few times. I had to use him because Neymar was had a red card, and surprisingly, he was he's still doing well for me. But yeah, let me know how you did this past weekend. Like I said, I experienced a lot of bad gameplay, terrible gameplay, like the worst I've ever experienced. I thought it was my connection. I don't know what was going on, and this all happened after that update, so I'm not sure if it has anything to do with it. Keep in mind, I play on 4 MS, sometimes 3 MS, and guys, it does not make a difference. I still can't pass the ball. I still can't defend. I still can't player switch. I still don't understand how this is happening. But then there are games where I just go into 50 MS and it's like totally fine, and the gameplay is beautiful. So I don't get how this how it works. I'm so confused about this. I don't know how we're like it's 2022 and we're still experiencing these delays with this game. I don't know if it has something to do with sports games, but I haven't played Madden or NHL or any other sports game in a while, so I'm not sure if they're still if they gotten better or if it's all the same because of EA. But like that has to change. I can't be logging onto this game and every day is a different gameplay. It's like I have to adjust my play style or my gameplay every time I log on to this game. It's super fast. It's like rapid slow. It's like mud. It's like slow mo games, low reaction. There's a lot of games where you just feel restricted, like you're sprinting, and it's like Mbappe is not going anywhere. He feels like a bronze card with like 60 acceleration. I just don't get it. There's games where like by halftime, half of my stamina of my players are drained, and I'm like what's going on? So you try to play slow, you try to build up the game slow and everything, but it's just like it's playing in the mud. I'm not complaining because the new server in Miami has improved the gameplay a lot, but there are just some weekends, you know, that the gameplay is just terrible. And this past weekend, like there was no promo, there was no major promo, but the gameplay was just horrible. So I don't understand. Um, yeah, so that's my rant. And honestly, when the gameplay's smooth, bro, I'm on another level. But when the gameplay's bad, I'm just like a bronze player, honestly. The my play style, the way I play, very aggressive in your face. Like I require, smooth gameplay because I like to high press people. I like to pressure people. I like to force you into making a mistake, and in I can't do that in bad gameplay. I just can't. So yeah, I hope you had a better experience than I did. See you again next weekend. Thank you.